Hello, my name's Gothic Lord, and today I'll be reviewing the Vpro. It's a variable voltage, variable wattage device. Had email from the Really Electronic Cigarettes a couple of months back asking me if I wouldn't mind, with it being a prototype, to give it a sort of test out, run it as I normally would with an e-cig. Obviously give feedback being a prototype and give it a quick review. Naturally happy to always help out where I can. Very surprised with what came through the post. You get a nice little box, quite nice design, but it is what was in the box that surprised me. And to start with, the actual device itself comes with its own 18650 battery, and it will take other 18650s. I've tried pretty much all of mine in here one time or another, and all work fine. You get a connector for charging, which simply screws into the top end. Also comes with a nice branded plug. Obviously, it just connects in and it will charge straight like that. No need for a separate battery charger. It's quite ingenious. This little connector means you can actually connect on other USB devices such as a phone, other e-cig chargers, and by pressing the button on the front here, it turns this into a portable battery pack. So you can actually charge up your other devices as you're going. And last but not least, quite a nice little Nova tank. It comes with a 2.4 ohm head. I've changed it over to a 1.8 because that's my preference. Beautiful drip tip actually comes on the device. It's obviously not a genuine Nova tank, no Nova branding or anything like that on it, but works just as well. I've had absolutely no problems with it at all. It's as good as any of my other Novas. Interesting thing about this device, it won't actually fire unless there is a device attached on the top. As you can see, 510 standard connector, space for ego, but no ego threading. Let's just demonstrate with this. So now it'll fire. So nice safety there. It won't fire without actually having a tank in place. Obviously you get a user guide which gives you all the instructions. It's a standard thing. You click through the menu as you would on things like the SID. You also get a guide to voltage and power output for people who do from voltage and ohms, things like that. It'll show you what is going to be safe, what isn't. As I say, it will take quite comfortably an ego. This is a Vision V3 or a CE5 as some people call it. So yeah, actually looks quite nice on there as well. In regards to the menu on it, see there, 4.0 V. Tap through the menu. PU is power, and that is effectively the wattage mode, which is what I tend to use it on most. So yeah, I mean, this one set up at the moment with 6 watts and a 1.8 ohm head. See how it vapes. As you see, it's got power to it. I mean, I've been using this at work, using it on a day-to-day basis around the house. It does everything I want it to do. As I say, the head of it, although it will take a ego sized connector like so, it isn't actually ego screwed. So if you're using a tank with ego capability, it has to have the 510 thread as well as the ego thread, or you ain't going to get anywhere. The other thing is, it won't necessarily take all ego. Another device I've been sent by Really Electronic Cigarettes. It's what they call a CEO tank. I'll be doing a review on that later. because there's no screw thread for that on Ego, or it relies on Ego thread and has a 510 touch connector. It doesn't work. It doesn't actually fit in properly either, which may be something for them to consider later, but I'll touch on that with the review for that product. Really, my general thoughts on this: yes, this is a prototype. There is a slight niggle with the button. If you hit the button, if you don't hit the button quite right, sometimes you get an F2 error will pop up, which is a short circuit. But this does have short circuit and overcurrent protection on it, so I'm not too bothered by that. As I say, prototype. I have told them about this issue. They are rectifying it in the final build. Overall, generally quite happy. As you see, very smooth on that. Quite well designed. One large hole, 4 small holes for venting. It's very smooth thread on that. It's actually smoother than the SID, which will give you a comparison on the size between the two. Side by side, you've got the Vpro and the SID. It's quite a difference in size, quite a difference in dimension. The SID is bigger. It is slightly heavier. For this, perfect to go in a pocket, perfect starter kit, everything you need in there for a starter kit for variable voltage, variable wattage device. Ideal as a Christmas present really, with that coming up. Would I recommend it to people? Already have. Simple as that. People who I work with they've had a go, they've seen it in action. And really, once the little flimsy button issue is sorted out, it's a perfect piece of kit. And yeah, it has been a couple of months since I've had it, so it has been put through the ringer. Yes, it's taken me a while to do the review on it, but that's down to work. End of the day though, generally good device. Just a case of getting that button issue sorted. And you know, I would say to get Ego threading on this. Other than that, I am very happy with it. As for the price, at the moment they haven't released what they're going to be pricing it at. As I say, prototype device. They have told me that there is going to be some information going up on their website in regards to pre-order. As to when that will happen, I'm not sure. But I would say keep an eye on Really Electronic Cigarettes. As soon as it becomes available, put in an order. It is a very good device. As I say, everything in one box that you need. All you need to do is just add your own liquid. What's wrong with that? But I mean, it would be nice to see more devices doing that and providing an entire package rather than just a tube that you put a battery in. I mean, the SID cost me £60 just for the SID. No battery, no charging, no tank, just the SID. This, well, comes with everything in one box. Looks good, feels good in the hand. The readout actually works in all light levels. SID, obviously, the SID has known issues with readouts in highlighting situations where the light levels are really bright. You aren't going to see anything on it. This lighting in here is quite high, and you can see everything on there. Another thing to note is once you unscrew the battery section, take the battery out, it will hold the power rating that you set it at, or the wattage. The voltage automatically defaults to 4 volts, which not really too much of an issue. And there is the option on here to actually turn the device off. Option 2 on the menu will allow you to do that. You can check the battery level. You can check the resistance on the atomizer. If you build your own atomizers, that will allow you to do that. So yeah, generally quite a good device. Really not a whole lot more I can say on it. As I say, keep an eye on their website. As soon as it's available, I would recommend to order one. I will mention that, as I say, it was sent to me totally free. It is for the purpose of trial being a prototype and for me to put a review out on it, but that really hasn't affected my judgment. As I say, I have informed them of issues I have with the button on it. I have informed them of other issues. And when it comes to product development, that's what is expected. My review here is as I find the product. If I'd have got the product through and within 5 minutes it stopped working, that would be here. So it is true to my opinion, and I hope you find to have the same results. That's all I can really say on this for now. See you on the next review.